His name was Elijah.
Elijah.
What's his girlfriend's name?
Tanya.
We know his mom and dad's name. His daddy was
Niecy
single.
Nash.
his mom and dad's name was Niecy Nash.
Welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. It's your girl Kai.
I'm TNT. Hey, y'all. We're just two dope black women.
Tasting, discussing, and spilling tea over wine.
Over wine.
Hey, Wineoisseurs.
Hey, Wineoisseurs. This y'all official introduction into... Did they already get inducted into Wineoisseurery? Oh, they sure did. Sorry, my bad. Y'all official now. Y'all extra official now. So what we doing today? So today we're coming to you guys with something a little bit different. If y'all see me looking down, that's because this is where my notes are, right? So we got our wine. We're drinking a really good red blend. Review coming soon. We're going to review this one for y'all. We have our popcorn because today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to give you guys a movie review. I'm excited about that.
It's different.
It's definitely different. So we figured, okay, we're a wine channel. We talk about wine. Let's review the movie Uncorked. So hopefully we'll be able to do this review some justice because I'm really bad at summaries. So I have a hard time summing stuff up. But I took notes. They down here. So when you see me looking down, I do have my notes. We got our popcorn. She got her charcuterie board. We got our wine. I got some food. So we will be eating on this episode. Because you know when y'all go to the movies, y'all sneak food in. So just act like we in the movies sneaking food in. So we're going to talk about Uncorked.
Yes, Uncorked was released earlier this year. I believe in the beginning of quarantine, if I'm not mistaken. But here we are at the close of this year. And hopefully soon to close the quarantine. But without any further ado or holding off until 2021, we did want to go ahead and review this movie as far as give our thoughts and opinions about it, what we liked, what we didn't like. And yeah, we thought it would be something different to give you guys.
Yeah, because the movie was getting old. So I'm like, well, it had its buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I want to see this movie. I'm going to be honest with y'all. So this is going to be a very informal episode. Like most of our episodes are, but this is going to be for real informal. Eating, chewing, and everything. So a fake mukbang, if you will. Mukbang? Mukbang?
Mukbang.
Bang. Anyway, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't want to watch the movie. When I first saw the trailer they had on Netflix, I was like, you know, that's legit how I felt. And so I literally just watched it because I just saw the review. I didn't see the review. Okay, I saw mixed reviews is what I should say. But I typically don't let other people dictate whether I'm going to watch a movie or not. It just didn't grab my attention when I saw the trailer or whatever. So I really had no intentions on watching it, although I wanted to, because it was black people and wine. We're black people and wine. So I was like, but we had to. Because I'm like, I heard mixed reviews. I don't like other people choosing for me if I'm going to watch a movie or not. So I'm going to watch it.
And I did watch it when it was getting all the buzz. When it first came out, I definitely watched it. When TNT introduced the idea of doing a review of the movie, I was like, that mean I got to watch it again?
She did say that.
I wasn't too excited to watch it again. I liked it when I watched it originally, but you know, you have those movies or you have those experiences where it's like,
been there, done that.
Right, I don't have to do it again.
Right.
But I watched it the second time. It wasn't bad. I wasn't cringing. Once you start the movie, you get back right into it, so it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I did notice that I really, so let me tell y'all something about me and review shows. I aspire to be like the podcast review show that Crystal and Hey Friend Hey do for Insecurity. We love Insecure.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Friend Hey. I hope they see this one day. One day. I don't know. Would they? I'm going to tag them in it like they know me. But anyway, I aspire to do that level of review. They are so good at doing reviews, so we going to try. So when the movie first started and it opened, I noticed the opening song was Juice by Yo Gotti. Mm-hmm. She got that juice. Hey. She got. I was like, oh, that's slick because it's a black movie about wine or juice, if you will, and it was like a hip hop song. I thought that was pretty dope how they opened it up. Like I'm kind of like
that far into it.
You didn't?
I was just like, okay,
right? Because I'm kind of like Crystal. I noticed the music in the movie, like the score. I really noticed it. I love a good movie soundtrack, and they don't really do that like they used to. So, I appreciated the music of this movie was dope. So.
Yeah, I agree. I did enjoy the music.
Let's talk about if you liked it, how you felt about it, parts of the movie that stood out to you, what you thought about it overall.
I thought it was a different type of movie for sure, especially for the African American community. Wine and black, like it's just not popping or not lit as it should be. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of black people that drink wine. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of black people that are trying to be educated in all different types of wines or are interested or are wine connoisseurs.
That is true.
But we don't hear about it a lot. We definitely know about Hennessy connoisseurs or Patron connoisseurs, right? But you don't hear a lot about black people and wine. So I thought that was different. That's one of the reasons why I watched it originally, because I'm like, oh, this is going to be different for sure. I like the fact that it was based on a young black male, mm-hmm. and that he had the dynamics of being close with his family, having that family business where he was assisting, but not really knowing what he wanted to do. And then having that passion, exploring that in France, and not having a happy ending. Like, he didn't get his certification, or he didn't become a master.
A master sommelier.
Yes.
I didn't get a happy ending. Okay, never mind. That's a whole different story. So yeah, that was actually a part that I thought was interesting too, because you always looking for that happily ever after. Because mm-hmm. me and happy endings is just something different for me. But you don't really often have movies where there was not that happily ever after.
Right.
And the thing about that, you touched on the point about how his father wanted him to take over the family business, but he didn't want to. She can relate to that. Like, those of you guys who know us know, but her father is a very prominent businessman in the city that we live in, and he owns a very successful company that he built from the ground up. And he wants one of them to take over the business, her or her brother, kind of like Elijah and his sister, because that was the thing I didn't understand, like, why they not pushing Elijah's sister to take over the business? Because, she could take over the business too. Why he pushing him? But I guess it had to do with the fact that his father started the business, then he took it over for his father, and he wanted to leave that to his son. And that's kind of similar with her. Her father has the business he built from the ground up. He wanted to leave it to your brother, right?
He wants to leave it to AJ.
But that's not what he wants to do. So he kind of like, I didn't feel like her brother had the same serious internal struggle that Elijah had, because her brother was just like, no, I'm good.
You know how these new kids do.
Yeah, he was just like, nah, I'm straight. But I thought that was interesting that, he struggled so much just to tell his father, no, I don't want the business. And it was just like, dang. But then when you see who his father is as a person, and you see how his father, now he gonna shade him. Now he got an attitude towards him. Now he don't want to speak to him. Now he want to turn his back on him. I guess I get why he has such a difficult time telling his father no. Because his father just one of them people you can't tell him no. I don't know.
But what I hated about that part was, in the movie, they have a conversation after the mom passes. Spoiler alert. You should have seen this already, but period.
Dang, she died? Oh, okay.
Niecy Nash died.
Dang.
Not in real life. Don't say that.
Oh, wait. In the movie, Uncorked, Niecy Nash dies.
So after his mom, Niecy Nash,
this review
died.
This review was horrible because, wait, why she die in the beginning of the review?
we go in chronological order?
Nah.
Okay.
I want to be Crystal and Fran, but we ain't Crystal and Fran.
I'm going to tell you now because I wasn't never striving for that. I didn't even ask for this. I had to hear that.
She definitely did ask for this.
Well, dang, I forgot what I was saying. Oh.
Sorry.
And they have a conversation, Elijah and the dad, and he told Elijah that when my father passed the business on to me, I actually wanted to be a school teacher. So he had the same dilemma. And the way that he treated Elijah, he was not giving any type of empathy or trying to understand or try to see his perspective or try to want better for Elijah. So I didn't like that part. And that's something that I wish more parents and myself as a parent would take into account, that our children are humans. Mm-hmm. Like, they're going to grow into their own passions, into their own people. Yep. And we have to allow that to happen. So I feel like that's something we can do better as a culture, as a people.
If my food don't look as good to y'all as it tastes and look to me, I ain't going to tell y'all where it's from. Because I'm picking it. I ain't going to tell y'all where it's from because they ain't sponsored this video. But it is good. I just mixed it all up. So, whatever. Anyway, we talking about the movie. The part that I thought was funny about the part you were talking about was, remember when his father was like, when he was talking to his father about what he wanted to be before he took over changed his whole career path to take over the restaurant. His father was like, I wanted to be a teacher. Did y'all see him laughing in the background? He was like, wait, you wanted to be a teacher? So I thought that was funny because, one, he didn't even know what his father wanted to be other than running the restaurant. But when he found out, dude bust out laughing like, oh, that's all you wanted to be?
Right.
That was funny.
And first of all, were you going to be a good teacher? Because obviously you ain't that good of a daddy.
Right. And I'm going to tell y'all, when I had to watch this movie multiple times. When I first tried to watch the movie, I almost gave up. Dude that played Elijah, I don't know his real name, but his voice was so annoying to me. Oh my God, I had a hard time. Well, one, I was already drinking. I was probably two glasses in, so it should have not annoyed me. But it did. So I said, forget it, I can't watch this. So I tried again the next day. No wine. Sans wine. And it was cool, so I got over it really quick. But then I was like, shut up. This a love story?
Is it?
No. It was to me. He had a girlfriend.
So that's a love story?
It's a love story. They spent a lot of time together.
I appreciated how they met. That was my favorite scene of the movie.
Oh, that was cute.
And that was like smack dead in the
beginning.
In the beginning. When he was, doing with the rappers and the wines. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Drake is Riesling. That
was pretty dope how he asked her, did she like hip-hop? Mm-hmm. It was like, well, when did you first fall in love with hip-hop? Yep. So he asked her.
Chardonnay.
Yeah. Oh, you remember.
Well,
so you said Drake was Riesling. Mm-hmm. Who was J. Cole was Chardonnay. Oh, Jay. Oh, because you said it's a granddaddy of wine. It's Chardonnay. Oh. And he said Jay-Z. I forgot the other ones he did, but that was pretty cute. I thought that was really cute how he compared it to hip-hop and helped her choose which wine that she wanted. So that was pretty dope.
Step up your game, Total Wine. We want to know about the hip-hop people.
Okay. You go up in there and Total Wine. Mary might compare it to, classical music. Like, this is the Mozart of We Love Mary. But... so that was something I did love the music. I also liked in the beginning of the opening of the movie how it was showing how wine and stuff is made. Like the different grapes, the production process of wine, all of that was being shown. Now I get a chance to see that, frequently by, research that we do and, watching different videos on YouTube because we for real do our YouTube research. We do other research outside of YouTube. I saw this meme. This girl had posted up a meme and she said, yeah, I did my research equals I watched somebody's crappy YouTube video. That was funny. But yeah, so I get to see the process often because of what we do. But for everybody else who doesn't know, to get a chance to see that process, and one of the things that's on my bucket list, because y'all know I got a bucket list, is next to doing somebody's intervention is I want to stomp grapes for a wine. Like I want to stand in the thing with the grapes in the thing and step on the grapes, for the wine or whatever. I heard it kind of hurt, but I want to do that once. That'd be fun.
I don't even want to think about that because then I'm going to feel like I'm tasting feet.
Oh, shoot. Dang. All wine is not made like that.
I hope not.
Most wines are made with machines, but some still do it the old-fashioned way. Or some wineries, it's just an experience. Kind of like going to the museum. They give you that experience so you can say you did it. All wines are not made like that. So, don't get that idea, y'all. But I guess, maybe it wasn't a love story. I'm a sucker for a good love story, y'all. Like, I am a romantic at heart. Like, love, I love love. I am the epitome of love. Everything I am in my core, everything that I do is because of love, for love, in love. So, when I saw the whole relationship dynamic, I'm like, it's a love story.
Girl, they met in a wine store. Next scene of the love story, they had sex. Next scene, they talk on the phone. She get lit while he in France.
Sound like my love story.
Last scene of the love story, they at the funeral. Then last
She's
scene,
so
they had dinner. And he ain't make it to the sommelier.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's Talena's love story.
That's funny, dude. Dang, she just bust all my love story bubbles.
Like, is it a love story?
I thought it was, because I legit said out loud, oh, it's a love story. I thought it was. I don't know.
Definitely not a love story, y'all.
Okay. This part I like. And that's cool because we talking about him and Tanya, his girlfriend. So, I love the part when she said, and I have to quote this. Remember the part of the movie where he was studying? And, no, I don't know if he was studying or whatever. But whatever it was he was doing, he was telling her that he wanted to be a master sommelier, but he had all these excuses of why it wasn't going to work. This ain't, and so she said this, and I had to write this down. She said, if you work on passing the test as much as you do coming up with excuses, it won't be hard. I was like, I felt that.
I feel like I was Tanya, though.
I can see that. Because you definitely are.
Because I'm going to get my nigga in check, okay?
She definitely is really good. Kai is a really great motivator. Kai is really good at when you tell her what you want to do, but you can't tell her what you want to do
if you not
really gonna do it. If you just talking out the side of your neck, she ain't the one for you to tell it to. She's the one that when you know this is what you want and you serious about having it, she is going to motivate you and encourage you to success. Like I attribute
and hold you accountable. And
definitely hold you accountable. I attribute a lot of the things that I've been doing in my journey of, fitness, weight loss, trying to be healthier, trying to be a better me. I attribute a lot of that to my, kind of like a huge portion of it to my original trainer. Shout out to Nelson, because I know you be watching. He helped get my mind right. Like, dude broke me down, helped me get my mind right. But she, in the second half of my journey, is the one who motivates me and challenges me and, she's definitely my accountability partner. Like, she'll do challenges and ask me to join the challenges with her. And so, because of the fact that I'm really going to do it, when I say I'm going to do it, she sticks with me and she holds me accountable. We have, she's not the one that if you say you're going to do something, then you really ain't doing it, and you're lying about doing it, she going to just quit, and you ain't going to even hear from her again about it. Like, she'll get on you. She'll be like, man, but you said, she just, hey.
I dropped you.
We ain't talking about it no more.
You blocked.
Yep. So that's her, but I love that. So I want to say that again. If you work on passing the test as much as you do coming up with excuses, it won't be that hard. I legit felt that. Because a lot of times your excuses will get in the way. And so I thought that was pretty dope that she was kind of like holding him accountable and, motivating him. She was in it with him, dude. Like,
she was.
Yep.
And her friend was trying to make it seem like I am Tanya. Her friend was trying to make it seem like she was a little thotty. But she wasn't. She just liked what she liked when she liked it. Mm-hmm. And she was still turning up. She was still living her life. Sis had a career. Mm-hmm. Okay, she was doing her.
She was.
Elijah was just an addition.
And if y'all still watching, like, comment, subscribe. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought about the movie. Mm-hmm. And if they played a song that was like a song that you really liked in the movie, because the music in this movie was good.
It was.
Like, I'm like legit gonna go look for the soundtrack on Apple Music, because this was a good. It's not.
I don't know.
Damn.
They don't really do that no more. Soundtrack I seen released was like Black Panther and The Lion King with Beyonce.
The last soundtrack that I really went to go, I'm about to lie. I was about to be like,
NWA.
Coolie High. No.
NWA with Ice Cube.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But yeah, I'm gonna go like legit look for the soundtrack. Ice
Cube's son. What's his name? O'Shea.
O'Shea Jr. Yeah, he was Ice Cube. So, one of the things that stood out to me about the movie.
What about the race dynamic?
What did you think about the race dynamic? Let me get that.
Bring it down a little bit.
Yes, ma'am.
The race dynamic wasn't surprising to me. And I actually looked it up after I watched the movie to see how many black... I need you to say the word.
Sommeliers.
Yes. How many we actually have in the world today? We have 3.
Really? Black master sommeliers?
That's it.
Wow. In the whole world?
In the world.
Wow, y'all.
On this earth. We have 3 black ones. The youngest one being 35.
Wow. Okay. That's a big deal, y'all. Our presence. Now, of course, we are not excluding anybody, because we have Wineoisseurs of all races, and we love y'all, and we appreciate y'all. But just let me send a special message to my black people, y'all. Dude, as much as we love wine, we need to get in that industry, dude. Y'all, that is an industry that is not completely untapped, but it's severely untapped by black people. And y'all know, and when we get into something, we're going to turn it out. We're going to go in and go off. So let's go in and go off, y'all. But that also brings me to the next thing I noticed about the movie. So let's transition into that. The work that it took. Y'all, I felt, watching that made me feel like, damn, I got a long way to go. Because,
the studying.
Yeah, because you guys know that I aspire to be a sommelier. And I would also love to create my own wine brand. I would love to do it with Kai if that's something she'd be interested in. We all already know she ain't going back to school. And y'all already know she not going to become a sommelier. But I just want to be a sommelier. But to be a master, dude, I'm looking at this movie like, damn, this is what all you have to do. And of course, I never thought it was cake. I never thought it was easy. Because tasting wine seems so fun. It's lit over here.
I love it here.
It's lit over here. But it's a skill, y'all. Like, some people drink wine and just want to get lit. Some people drink wine, they just want to turn up. Some people drink wine because it's sweet. Some people drink wine, whatever you drink wine for. I appreciate you because I love wine just like you do. But this actually gave me a whole different viewpoint and outlook on the whole like intricacy of how wine really is. Like, it's a lot. And I was almost intimidated. And those of you who know me personally know nothing intimidates me. Like, I don't really shy away from anything. You can probably tell by my personality, but I was legit like, oh my God, can I do this? Like, is this something that I could really, excel at? School has always been my thing. Like, when you feel like there's something that you just do really, really well, for me it was school. Like, school was legit where I excelled in life. Now, Outside of school, I do my thing. But in school, I was like a rock star. College, I killed it. So then I'm thinking, I could do this. But then I was just like, dang, that's a lot. Like, this is a lot. It was intimidating. But it was the master level, though. So, did I want to be a master? I mean, why not? But, so that was something that stood out to me about the movie, too. Like, the work, the preparation, the studying. You got to live this. We kind of live it, but not to the extent of which a master has to live it. So that, for me, was really good. It was good to see, even if it was kind of like glorified for the movie, because with a movie, they're not going to have it exactly how it goes. It might have been glorified a little bit. But just to see that, for me, was just like, wow, it was eye-opening. It really was eye-opening.
Yeah, that's not the life for me.
That's funny. I live that life. I'll live it.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I like the dynamic of their family. I like the family dinners. I love how he was trying to open up their mind to wine, because that's something that we're doing with our family. Mm-hmm. Start with your family. They're going to always be your first guinea pigs.
And your critics.
And your critics. They are going to be your toughest critics. So for me, the things that I really liked and enjoyed about the movie was that dynamic. I thought it was really sad that he wasn't there when his mom died. That kind of messed me up. Because, he was over there trying to live his dreams, which is what she wanted him to do. And then it also kind of bothered me that when he came back, he fell into the same role that his dad fell into. But then it was just a life he couldn't live. So he just was like, I can't do this. Wine is my life. And then his father kind of finally saw that. When they went to that dinner, and he was, they went to the bar to go watch a movie or something. I mean, to watch sports. Him and his dad.
He was there to support him when he was taking his test.
Yes. Oh, no, that was.
And they went to the bar after. Ain't that right?
No, I thought that was before. Remember when the mom died and Elijah was kind of trying to do everything he could to kind of be with his dad and connect with his daddy, and they went out to go to a bar, and they was watching a basketball game. And then the bartender walked up to them and said, well, what will you have? And the daddy said something like, Jack Daniels, neat. And then Elijah was like, well, what's your wines like? And then the bartender was like, oh, we got this. And the bartender was actually very knowledgeable about the wine. So he's like, we got this. Elijah was like, you got anything from Ben 82? And he was like, no, we don't have anything from Ben 82, but we got something from, So then as him and the bartender are going back and forth about the wines, the father saw the passion. And that's when his father finally jumped on board and was like, okay. That's when they had the conversation about when his daddy was like, no, that's probably what you really need to be doing. Because you really know what you're talking about.
But the question mark for me was, at the end, he didn't pass the test. He didn't become a
sommelier.
Yes. So, was he taking over the barbecue pit, or was he doing something else? Because all we saw was that he was at the dinner and his friend came. He was a sommelier, and I said it wrong.
No, I almost choked off of this.
Oh,
his friend. Careful. Okay, his friend became a master, and he was jealous
because that friend was dumb.
That friend. Wasn't though. Dude was like one of them people that I think, how you have them people that are dumb themselves down not to be intimidating to other people or not to seem like a know-it-all. Because it was some points in that movie where the friend knew his stuff. Like, remember the part when they was having him shoot off the stuff about the wine? All four of them were studying together, and he was like, you guys switched the wine. I know you switched the wine. And they were like, no, we didn't switch the wine. And then he was guessing. And he was trying to figure it out. Then he said it wrong. And then when Elijah and his other friend went to go outside and talk, and then the girl that was sitting next to the dumb friend said, we switched the wine. And he was like, I knew it. I knew y'all switched the wine. So he wasn't dumb. He just wasn't confident, is what I would say.
But yeah,
because you can't be dumb and become a master sommelier.
You could see the look on Elijah's face, like it was boiling.
You was jealous, and his girlfriend Tanya caught it too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think he was jealous. I think he was salty. Like,
yeah,
I was this close. That could have been me right there.
Yeah, because I don't think he was jealous of his friend. I think you're right. I think he was just proud of his friend, but then at the same time, he was salty. Like, dang, that could be me. Yep, I agree with you on that. I 100% agree with you on that. So let me see.
I think we fully reviewed it.
Yeah, I think we did. I think that's pretty much the highlights, other than the fact that I thought Niecy Nash did a great job. She was really,
Niecy Nash gonna play Niecy Nash.
She is. She don't always do a good job. So for me, she was my favorite character of the movie. And she did her thing. Like, she stood out. She was a good mother. She literally played that role so well. I mean, because, she got kids, so she know the mother role. But I felt like she did a really good job of watching Niecy Nash in this movie. Legit reminded me of your mama. Of how protective she was over Elijah.
What he needed.
Yeah. How protective she was over her son, and how, now it wasn't the dynamic that the father and the mother had that reminded me of my auntie. It was just how much she loved her son and how she ride with her son no matter what he wants to do, how she protects him from everything. And like that mother and son dynamic is something else. We got it in our father-daughter relationships, but that mother and son dynamic is something like nothing else. And it kind of, that kind of reminded me of your mama and your brother. Yeah. That's what, so that was kind of warm for me. It felt good. Watching Niecy Nash. That's why she was one of my favorite. Well, she was my favorite character. Overall, let's get our Siskel and Ebert on. The 2 thumbs up. Oh my God, I forget how old you are. You're a millennial. So all my Gen X's out there.
She said Cisco. I was like, down.
Siskel and it's not Cisco. It's Siskel. So for all my Gen X's out there, let's school these millennials. We're doing a bad job at getting these millennials to know what's up. So
we don't want to know.
Y'all
not doing a bad job. We just don't care.
That's probably the truth. So let me school my millennial. Siskel and Ebert were movie critics.
Oh.
And so they used to have a show that came on, I think it was like every Saturday or something. And they would talk about the new movies that just came out, and they would give their 1 or 2 thumbs up, or like, like that. So if Siskel gave it a thumbs up and Ebert gave it a thumbs up, it was like 2 thumbs up, and so that means it was a really good movie. So I mean, depending, if you trusted their opinion. I don't trust anybody's opinion about. Well, I do trust. Okay, let me put it this way. I'm always gonna watch the movie for myself. So we're going to Gen X and Millennial this thing and give it our stamp of approval or hated it. So I liked it. I thought I wasn't going to. I thought it was going to bore me. That's why when I saw the trailer, I'm like, boo, I'm good. But after watching the movie, I felt good. I felt good about the movie. So I would give it a thumbs up.
I would give it a thumbs up as well.
2 thumbs up.
Even though I didn't want to rewatch the movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't a horrible experience. I could never watch the movie again. I'll be fine. But the movie is good. The music is good. The characters are good. The storyline is good. Mm-hmm. But, so yeah.
Yeah, and then, so yeah, it was a good movie. We both give it a thumbs up. And, I want to show y'all something. So y'all know we always talk about embodied, bracelets, waist beads. I will show y'all, but I'm gonna let her show y'all because my waist beads are intimate. You see if you see my waist beads, you that nigga. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Sorry, my nigga.
So
everybody's gonna see these.
So these are the embodied t-shirts, and she sells. So she also sells waist beads. She has the embodied. You guys, we're gonna link the description. We're going to put in the description the website for Embodied. So if you guys want to purchase a waist bead or a beautiful bracelet, and y'all saw the bracelets in my birthday video. Also, merch will be coming soon. Yes. So we're in the process of working with our bestie, Sherry from Brunch with Besties. Hey, Sherry. So we're in the process of working with Sherry. Sherry is phenomenal at what she does for a living. And she's she does things like a buyer. She's like a buyer for a very, very, very prominent, amazing company in this state. So I don't know if Sherry wants y'all all up in her business if y'all not listening to Brunch with Besties. So go over to listen to some of the past episodes of Brunch with Besties, and you will be able to hear all about what Sherry actually does, because I don't even know if I got the title right. I know what she does. I just don't know what her title is. But just know, she that woman, and she a boss. So I'm in the process of working with Sherry on, different ideas of how to, launch our merch for you guys. And so Embodied is going to be launching merch.
Yes.
And you guys will probably be able to get your hands on these.
And shout out to Taylor Creations for making our shirts and masks today for our pop-up shop. And if you go on the website, which will be linked in the description, I will be having the 2 for $20 or $12 a piece authentic Ghana waist beads on sale until next Saturday.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm also gonna link in the description Taylor Creations, her information, because she's on Instagram. Shout out to you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiff. We'll link your information in the description so that people can reach out to you if they would like to, do some custom merch for themselves as well. So, yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, thanks for joining us for Wind Down Wednesday. Stay tuned for our next video. It's going to be a really exciting video.
It's going to be a good one.
I'm so excited about this episode. So please stay tuned. And yeah, catch you on the next one.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And the road to 500 is still going. We're at we're like the mid 300s and something. So y'all, come on, make this happen for us. We counting on our Wineoisseurs to get the word out. Mm-hmm. So yeah, stay tuned for that because
I want to give one more shout out.
Go for it. Give a shout
out to Juanita.
Yes.
One of our favorite Wineoisseurs.
Yes.
And that's been down with us from day one, for coming out to the pop-up shop today.
Yes.
And supporting Embodied. We appreciate you and we love you.
Yes, and Sandra and April.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something about best friends. Those are her best friends, and they show up and show out every single time. And I got some best friends out there that's blowing Embodied up. I see you, Shani.
Hey, Shani.
I be seeing your waist beads before you do. But, I just appreciate the love. Like, the support and the love. And thank y'all for rocking with us. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is good.